Check Point Certified Security Expert R81 156 to 315.81 real exam questions are the latest version in the whole market. 1. Which is the least ideal synchronization status for security management server high availability deployment? A. Synchronized. B. Never been synchronized. C. Lagging. D. Collision. 2. During inspection of your threat prevention logs you find 4 different computers having one event each with a critical severity. Which of those hosts should you try to remediate first? A. Host having a critical event found by threat emulation. B. Host having a critical event found by IPS C. Host having a critical event found by Antivirus D. Host having a critical event found by Antibot. 3. In R81 spoofing is defined as a method of A. Disguising an illegal IP address behind an authorized IP address through port address translation. B. Hiding your firewall from unauthorized users. C. Detecting people using false or wrong authentication logins. D. Making packets appear as if they come from an authorized IP address. 4. Which one of these features is not associated with the checkpoint URL filtering and application control blade? A. Detects and blocks malware by correlating multiple detection engines before users are affected. B. Configure rules to limit the available network bandwidth for specified users or groups. C. Use UserCheck to help users understand that certain websites are against the company's security policy. D. Make rules to allow or block applications and Internet sites for individual applications, categories, and risk levels. 5. What is a feature that enables VPN connections to successfully maintain a private and secure VPN session without employing stateful inspection? A. Stateful Mode. B. VPN Routing Mode. C. Wire Mode. D. Stateless Mode. 6. The CPD daemon is a firewall kernel process that does not do which of the following? A. Secure internal communication, SIC. B. Restart daemons if they fail. C. Transfers messages between firewall processes. D. Pulls application monitoring status. 7. What is not a component of Check Point SandBlast? A. Threat emulation. B. Threat simulator. C. Threat extraction. D. Threat cloud. 8. Full synchronization between cluster members is handled by Firewall Kernel. Which port is used for this? A. UDP port 265. B. TCP port 265. C. UDP port 256. D. TCP port 256. 9. Which of the following type of authentication on mobile access cannot be used as the first authentication method? A. Dynamic ID. B. Radius. C. Username and password. D. Certificate. 10. What happen when IPS profile is set in detect-only mode for troubleshooting? A. It will generate geoprotection traffic. B. Automatically uploads debugging logs to Check Point Support Center. C. It will not block malicious traffic. D. Bypass licenses requirement for geoprotection control.